Hey guys, welcome back to World of Tanks, and we're back in the Object 704. Been playing this over the past couple of days, and it's kind of, it's growing on me. Starting to get the hang of it a bit more. And we're starting off, I'll give you a couple of games today, starting off on Ruinberg, on an encounter battle, and we are spawning at the south. I just realised how many heavy tanks we have in this game. That's quite a lot. Anyway, we're going to head along the south and see what we can do. It might take up positions in H1 in the kind of shelled out buildings. Sit in a window, see what happens. Team's got a reasonable split. I've had quite a few games in this recently where they just ignored the town for some reason, but it's not happening in this one, so it's looking good. And it is a rather good matchup, I have to say. There's only 2 tier 9s in each team. So there's, eases the burden a little bit. And here we go, we have an enemy rush for the base. That's a lot of tanks. That's at least 6, 7 that have popped up on radar now. Yeah. So the enemy's deciding to just charge for the base. So what I'm going to do is come up to the corner and see what I can shoot. So we'll start with Glenarvan. Get a shot in him and then back up into cover whilst we reload. And in this kind of situation, I would never recommend rushing for the base in an encounter battle. It very rarely works. Particularly in this map where it's a town with lots of streets and the base is in an open courtyard. Not good. So yeah, we're going to take advantage of this. We're just going to pop out, take a shot and go back, and we're just going to shoot the guy, obviously, that first comes in our reticle. So we've cleared up the Carnarvon. We've got a good shot on that Tiger 2. There's a low, we'll land a good shot on him. Back up again. And this is a great position for this kind of play because you've got the rubble piles on the corner. It really does play quite well with this strategy. And as you can see, we've got 4 of them killed there now. Still getting IS-3 on this side of the fountain in the middle. So there we go, land a shot on him, back up again. And you really can't ask for much more than this in a game. To have all those enemy tanks just sitting there, and even if those 4 or 5 at the back of the base, which have all been killed now, apart from the IS-3, if they had just decided to keep pushing south down the 1 row, they could have wiped us out, could have had a better position. It's not always the greatest idea to try and hold the base. IS-3 rushing there, not going to do much. It's not always the best idea if you're going to go for a base cap to try and hold the base with everyone there. You may want to advance your lines slightly, like just come out a grid or 2 and hold there whilst some of you cap. Because when you're all in the cap zone, it can be a bit of a nightmare. Particularly one like this, it's not a very defensible position. So yeah, you can see how this play's going. It's just pop out and take a shot at someone. They don't have any cover. We've wiped out a good chunk of their team. It's just this T-34 to worry about. He was looking at me there, so I took a quick shot, hoping it would hit. It did not. Someone on the enemy team is unhappy. So now we've got reloaded, it can pop out, take our time with the T-34, make sure we finish him off. And it's just down to 2 that are left. So yeah, sort of a warning or a heads up on encounter battles. Generally, rushing to cap as quickly as possible is a terrible idea. And that is why. Because when the enemy team shows up, then they've just got a bunch of you in a circle. And most encounter battles, there isn't a lot of cover on the base. So it's just the KV-4 left, and he's in a bombed out building. But there's enough of our team down there to deal with him, so not much point in running down the road. We'll just sit in the cap and get a few points. So yeah, pretty straightforward first game for you there. So let's move on and have a look at how this does in a platoon.
Let's go.
So into a game on Ankara. And yeah, I always have a slight debate in this map sometimes, like, do I go and set up in a position to shoot people in the forest, or do I go for the base? Now, since I'm in a tank destroyer this time round, I'm like, yeah, let's just go camp in the forest, on the edge of the forest, and snipe things. Seems like the best idea. I do have platoon mates this time. Ross is playing his ISU 152, which, you know, I generally don't platoon up with different tiered tanks, but, you know, the ISU 152 has the BL-10 gun as well, so he's not going to be too hard done by. And it's good matchmaking in this one as well, so nothing to complain about. Only thing I could possibly complain about is the Comet, for some reason, sitting here, and the T-25AT that parked in front of me. It's like, I know you want a good position for yourself, whatever you're doing, but it's like, if there's a bigger gun in your team, maybe prioritise giving him a good position. But again, random battles, you can't really expect much from teammates to work in a team. So I've got a good shot in the Tiger 2 there. Again, with the replays, the silhouettes aren't showing up sometimes for some reason. Rather annoying. But anyway, off to a good start in the forest. Got 2 kills. Did lose a KV-5 though, which was disappointing. There was a Black Prince last spotted just there where I'm aiming. But I'm not going to be risking a blind shot for it. Particularly when we've got a Tiger 2 there who's hopefully going to spot something, and he does. Managed to pick up the Black Prince. And we're off to a pretty good start, to be honest. So we're just going to keep sitting here the now whilst we wait for the Tiger 2. He was advancing up to the buildings in the forest, so hoping he would spot something, but he hasn't. And since we've been doing quite well in the forest, picked up 3 kills, we decided it's time to go. So Ross and I start advancing. I call out attack, hoping the guys behind me will follow, but they don't. And you know, I feel more comfortable doing this because it is lower tier tanks we're up against. So there we go. PK, my shot goes straight into the ground, and Rossi's did as well actually. Not good. But the team manages to clean him up so we can keep advancing through the forest. It's one of the things, if you're going to go to the forest, you have to deal with it in a timely manner. You can't just camp forever. There is a time where you need to go. AMX 5120. Good shot on him. He'll take at least another 2, unless someone else can take a bit off him. Well, it looks like we're going to get a good shot on him here, on his turret anyway. Fire, and we didn't even hit him. No idea what happened there. I thought I had a clean shot at the middle of his turret, and that's all I could see, but guessing it was a terrain bump. Oh, T-28 just appears from nowhere. Unfortunately he's killed just before I fire. It's a mistake by me. You really need to pay attention and save your shells. Now the artery gets spotted, but I say to Ross I'm going to carry on from that Persian. So he manages to clear up the artery easy enough. And that's the great thing about being in a platoon. It's like that situation where your attention could be divided. If you've got a platoon mate, you can just say to him, you deal with that, I'm going to go this way. So much better for the teamwork. Now we've cleared out that top corner, pushed through the forest, cleaned out the top corner, we start flanking round the north and helping out our team where we can. We've got a T-69 in the middle. I'm wondering whether to stop and take shots on him. Not getting anything. Again, his silhouettes aren't showing up. Could actually see his silhouette there, so I stopped to turn, but decided against it since he was moving quite fast and there is building cover for him. So we're going to keep applying pressure on this top corner. Ross picks up a third kill. And we've got a T-32 that we know of. I'm not keen on this shot because all I could see was his turret, but I take it anyway. And then I start loading HE. Because even with the fantastic penetration of this gun, you're not getting through a T-32's turret. So I load HE, and it was actually, I thought I had that kill until about now, where I realised that Ross picked it up. It was just the timing of the shots landing was ridiculously close. So still get HE loaded. Cheeky Hellcat shows up, but he's annihilated quickly enough. Put an HE shot into the E75. The only reason we've done that is because that's what we had loaded. We hadn't switched back to AP ammo. But yeah, fairly easy clean-up here, side of an E75, not going to be a challenge. And there we are, 4 kills apiece. So there we are, a pretty decent game. Picked up a Brothers in Arms medal, 1130 XP. Done almost 4,000 damage, and it was 4 kills apiece for the platoon. Very nice indeed. And there's the detailed stats. We got almost 1800 spotted damage as well. Not too shabby. So there we go. It's nice when you can platoon up with someone that you can rely on to be going well, particularly if you've been doing a lot of solo grinding over the past couple of weeks. But yeah, good times. Alright guys, that was another video of the Object 704. A couple of games for you today. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe for more stuff. Give me some feedback, let me know what you think, and I will catch you on the next one.